Yes, guys, welcome back to another fan reactions live stream. Basically, going to be going through as we always do, guys, every week. React to other fans, Arsenal fans' opinions on the game that we just recently played. Of course, we actually did beat Man City. I just woke up. I thought I was dreaming, by the way, guys. But we actually beat Man City. I can't believe we've actually beat them. But we react to a bunch of AFTV interviews. We react to a few other ones as well. So make sure you hit that button, sub channel if you are new, guys. I am back again, 7 p.m. today for, as always, the TG Podcasters return. It's going to be a lit podcast as always, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that one. That is 7 p.m. tonight. But let's get right into it, guys. Hit like buttons up. Let's get right into it. We start off Curtis. Big up to Curtis Shaw TV. Let's get into this.
TV, we've got Curtis here. Curtis, what a brilliant win by Arsenal today. How significant was that win today?
I think it depends what happens from this point. To me now, I'm looking at that win as go and win the league. Go and win the league. We're not Wolves.
100% agree. Go and win the league now. Yeah, we beat the champions. Go and win the league. 100% agree.
You know, we're going to celebrate the victory, but it has to be a bigger impact than just beating them. I think Arteta would beat every team in the league apart from Man City.
Yep.
So he's got that out of the way. Declan Rice, you know, you chose the right club. Turn them man down to come here and we beat him. So it's justified, isn't it? Yeah, I won't get carried away. You know, Gabriel Magalhaes for me today, man of the match. I know we always talk about Saliba, the Rolls Royce. Gabriel's like the Lamborghini Urus. You know what I mean? Aggression. Haaland got wrapped today. Ivan Drago got wrapped. He didn't want no smoke there.
Hey, man said Ivan Drago, guys. If you know, you know from Creed, innit?
It was such a tactical game, wasn't it? You know, it was like first half we were a bit nervous. I thought didn't really keep the ball as well. Second half, I thought the substitutions were big.
Yeah.
You know, Arteta. You know, as you know,
you know, the funny thing is that when I saw
Hold on, guys. By the way, Curtis was in a watch-along for this game. He must live about 5 minutes to get an interview that quick, innit? Man did a watch-along for the game. Yeah, he must live literally in. Do you know the flats right on top of the Emirates, guys? He must live there. How's my man finesse his way so quick to an AFTV interview? Yeah, after like 5 minutes after the match ended, bro definitely lives about life. Bro definitely lives in one of those flats above the Emirates. Big up, Curtis, man.
When I saw Pep making his subs, I was thinking, right, how are we going to respond with our subs? I've seen Doku and that, and I'm thinking, right, tired legs out there. How are we going to respond? But the substitutions were absolutely. I mean, when you think about it, every single one of them made an impact.
Yeah, I mean, before the game, I'm going to be honest. I saw the team and I was like, I'm nervous. Do you know what I mean? I wasn't sure about the 11, but I have to give Arteta credit. Them substitutions changed the game. Like Partey with the long diag went direct. Havertz, you know what I mean, drops the assist on him. And Martinelli for me is just a special player. I thought when it came on, even though he didn't get the ball that much, but the energy that he's got is just vibrant, innit? It's like
Straight away he had a shot.
Went at Kyle Walker straight away, and it's just. You look at Arsenal today, you think Timber's not here, Partey never started, Martinelli didn't start, Saka's not here. You've still got 4 players. Jesus playing out of position. Half of your outfield team either not on the pitch, not playing in their best position. You think, what level can we go to? For me now, I want to see the club really show that ambition. I mean, like January, if you need to break the bank for a player, you've got to do it.
Who would that be for you?
Well, I still think we're a striker short. You got to remember,
Tony?
I take him all day long. Yeah, it's a no-brainer because you saw at times they went long to Haaland, and you know we can't quite do that because we haven't got that player. So if you get a Tony, you got to remember AFCON's in January, so that's Partey for maybe 4 weeks. El Neni goes. I think Tommy Asu goes Asia Cup as well. So still a little bit worried about the squad depth in January, but it's just such a big win. So I actually think Arteta got the better of Pep today. I thought tactically he got it a little bit wrong. Not a lot of service for Haaland. Grealish on the bench, and you know Kovacic obviously should have been gone in the first half, shouldn't he? You know what? I'm glad we won because I think every Arsenal fan would have come on here today and said VAR and the ref, and that overshadows the game. Sometimes we don't even need to talk about it. You know, we won the game.
100% agreed there, guys. You know, especially if we would have drew the game at 0-0, that would be the main talking point, wouldn't it? You know, is Kovacic has been sent off, there should be 9 to 10 men and all that stuff. So yeah, of course, I'm happy with 1 because you know what our fans are like. You know, they love to use that excuse. VAR's against us. Like, yeah, 100%. I agree. Like, Kovacic should have been sent off, but that should not be the be all and end all of it. You know. So yeah, 100% agree.
Regardless of that, anyway. So it's just, I think the international breaks come at a good time for us. Saka needs to just rest. No, ring up Southgate and say, listen, man, he's played enough football.
Well, surely he can't play now for England after. You know, I think that could be one. I could think that was one of the reasons Arsenal maybe even done that as well. If he's not in the squad at all, he's not going to go England. He's going to be resting up for the next 2 weeks.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, they don't play for another week, England.
Yeah, but he's not even in the squad. I mean, if he would have been on the bench, no, but he's not even in the squad today. If he would have been on the bench, they could make an argument and say, well, you know, but the fact that he weren't even in the squad, they can't. He's got a rest.
Yeah. He needs to, because I see the other clubs, international duty players got knocky pulls. That the Saka players Australia, you don't need to play that game.
Yeah, I mean, 100% agree. Like, you guys, you England fans, are playing Australia, and then you got Forza Italia. Yeah, you're gonna get clapped by Italy. By the way, we will clap you. Yeah, it'll be light work for the Italians. Even at Wembley, we still beat England at Wembley. But yeah, he doesn't have to play for either of them, to be honest. And I'm glad as an Italian that he's not playing against us. And it's good for us Arsenal fans as well, isn't it? But yeah, Curtis Shaw, absolute legend, guys. I'd love to get him on my channel one day. Honestly, I'd love to get him on my channel one day. Always keeps it real. Absolute legend. So I'm going to try my best. Maybe a few weeks time, guys, I'll try and get him on my channel, and we can see what it'll be a lit show if it happens. But let's move on to Stricto. He's back on AFTV, man. It's good to see him back. Another one who keeps it real as well.
Okay, I guess this is it.
Sorry, not Stricto. Yard man.
Love you, bitch.
Guys, it look like Stricto, man. Yard man. Well, Yard man always keeps it real, man. So yeah.
AFTV, we got a Yard man here. Yard man, what a fantastic win that was today by the Arsenal.
We have to say, big up to Arsenal. They played very well today. I must admit that is the first I see Pep Guardiola nervous. And today he was nervous. You have never seen City play that cagey before. It has never been happened. Yes, they got their big graduate out, they got Kevin De Bruyne out, but we did have Saka out, and we have Partey Martinelli out as well. So Timber. It is, and Timber. Well, I'm gonna mention Timber but we have our two big name player out, just like them. And most of the time, you know, City, the keeper play in the midfield all the time. They play such a high line. Today, none of that. Always 5 man dropping back. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, no, this is a different City team. It's just like Pep take Mikel Arteta, like, today I'm not going to run the risk.
He said the other day, didn't he? He said the other day, Pep Guardiola, this is a different Arsenal. He said the other day that they are back. He goes, this is Arsenal. They are title contenders. They're a serious team. And like you said, you could see that from his tactics today, right? You are right. You know what I mean? They even I think at half time, I don't know what the stats were at the second half, but the stats, like possession stats, were fairly even. We'd had more shots. I mean, you know, so it was a game of chess out there.
It was, and I mean, if Arsenal are going to play like this against the best team in world football, and they're going to play such, I mean, first half was very, very, not very poor, but first half was poor. The keeper makes some silly decision, you know, start to question it in my head. I'm like, why we even take on Ramsey out of the goal and put it in him?
Yeah, I have no idea why Raya. Sorry, I have no idea what Raya was doing in the first half. Like, I think he made up for it in the second half, because I noticed him being a little, when he got the ball, he's more confident, more composed, a lot more calmer. But in the first half, bro almost gave me a heart attack, man. And I say the same thing for Ramsdale sometimes, but you know, same energy goes to Raya for that as well. I don't know what he's doing in the first half.
But second half is just like a different Arsenal. I mean, Martinelli come on, and it was a different team. And do we deserve to lose when we play like that second half? Against a team like Man City? No, we don't deserve to lose, because Man City second half didn't get a look in. They did not. Man City one shot on target. that's not the City that we know. So it's not like Man City was poor to make us look good. We were good to make Man City poor. And if we go into a game like that, and I love it because now we're going into the international break, so we're gonna forget all of this. Beating Man City 1-0, we're gonna forget it because we're going Chelsea next, and we don't want to go Chelsea. It's good. Don't go to Chelsea that I and be that, and just lose momentum, lose focus. We're gonna go there with a clear slate again, and know that we're gonna take on Chelsea. And today, but like everybody saying that I can't pick out a man of the match because every single player today, every single. We can't even say it's not even Declan Rice alone play good. Jorginho play good. Because when I see and I realize that last week at Bournemouth we'd have Thomas Partey at the bench. So I'm saying to myself, okay, we're just resting him to come into the City game. But better knowledge, keep him until the last 20-25 minutes and bring him in because we know what that guy can do. When that guy sit, he can clean up. And Jorginho play very well with Declan Rice. He sit good, he control the ball, he protect the ball. He never do that funniness that he was doing last week. And he give Declan Rice the okay to get forward. And we know what Declan Rice can do. It's not like Declan Rice wasn't doing this a long time. He was the man at West Ham. He's been doing this all day long. So we know what Declan Rice can do. So I'm not surprised. I'm not going to say, hey, Declan Rice is the best. I'm not going to say that.
I can tell it's been a brilliant performance. Right? Because you've been so positive, man. I mean, I love this. I love this, man. You know what I mean?
But like I said, you can't pick up Declan Rice. He never failed. He never really failed to give us a 10 out of 10. When Declan Rice give us a 7 or 8, it's a bad game for him. 7 and 8. It's stand.
That's what I mean, guys. Declan Rice is so consistent. But that's why you pay the money, innit? That is why exactly you pay 105 million. We expect to be consistent, and he is always consistent. So, big up to Declan Rice, man. But yeah, big up to Yard, man. Always keeps you real as always. Let's move on. Next up, we've got Dan Potts.
I've been feeling really inspired by the Pandora Postcards campaign, sparking ways to try something.
Pandora! Wow, come on, hurry up, man.
AFTV from Dan Aziz to Dan Potts.
A little bit.
You fight him.
I'll say that now. I'm fighting him. I think what I saw today was some fight. That's for sure.
Yeah.
This is a fantastic performance. And to be fair, what I got to big up first is the atmosphere here, mate. Because I thought with a cage performance like that, I thought these guys were electric today. Our fan base were outstanding, and I thought the stadium was rocking.
Great point because obviously the tactics and everything by Arsenal today were different. They look to slow it down. Sometimes they look to try to bring, City onto us from the back. And sometimes you watch that, you think, oh, come on, get rid of it. But the fans understood what was going on. They understood the tactics. They understood what we was up against. And like you said, they really stood behind the team.
Listen, we got behind the boys, and to be fair, they really felt it. You could see they were absolutely superb today. 110% from every single one of them. There were some players out from Man City that they're going to talk about. We had some players out today. Let's not forget. You know what I'm saying? But one of the players that was missing today was Haaland. What happened to him? Was he not playing today? I'm telling you, big up Saliba, but big up Gabriel as well. Together, we're talking about partnerships. We talk about partnerships of the last couple of years. Those two were amazing today. I saw Saliba first 10 minutes and I thought, you've had a good start, keep it up. Because the first 20, Rob, was a bit shaky. Raya was a bit shaky, the back line was a bit shaky. It was like play it out from the back, but City were making it hard for that. The lack of movement up top at times was a bit of a frustration for Raya, and I was thinking, oh, come on, don't have one of these games. But I thought the crowd were fantastic. They lifted it. I've got to pick out some key performances today. I mentioned Saliba and Gabriel, who I thought were outstanding. Declan Rice. Someone come on here and tell me why he's not worth 300 million. Because 100 million is a steal, mate. Absolute steal. Everyone was saying, oh, West Ham 120 million. Oh, no, let's just go back down. I know why they want 120 million now. This guy is unbelievable, and I keep bigging him up. Every single game, he's been one of our best players. Again today, fantastic. Absolutely superb. One of my players in the match by far. And it was hard to pick a man of the match today. Yeah. It really was, man. I will say this. In midfield, I think we were all a little bit worried about the absence of Thomas Partey, but Jorginho did really well. He did really, really well. And I thought the substitution of Partey to come on in the last 20 was really good. But I have to ask the question, and I know we won the game, and I'll come on to that in a minute. How is Kovacic still on the pitch?
Yeah.
How is he still on the pitch?
I thought, well, you know what? I think the first one, you could possibly give a red for that second one. Come on, you know what I mean? That is surely. We've seen other players over the past couple of weeks sent off. I think the referee just looked at the occasion and thought,
Yeah.
I don't want to bring it down to 10 men, but it was a blatant foul.
It was, but you know what? I'm glad he didn't get sent off because we beat him with 11.
Yeah.
And that's all it would have been. Our Arsenal only beat us with 10 men. And we've got Rodri out, we've got KDB out, we had Stones out who had to come on. We can talk about Saka, we can talk about Martinelli, who's the next one I want to mention.
Yeah.
I tell you, we are so much better with Martinelli on the side. And I think everybody's realised today how much we missed him. He was electric when he come on. And for me, it was a really good move from Mikel Arteta to give him.
Yeah, 100% agree there with that. I think, obviously, guys, Trossard's quality, don't get me wrong, yeah. But as I said in my match reaction, he didn't cut it, did he? And he's been pretty off his standard the past couple of games that he's been. Because to be fair, I've been crying out for him to play Trossard, but he hasn't really been living up to it. Let's be honest with you. I mean, other than the Everton game, he hasn't been that great. And we have kind of missed Martinelli. So Martinelli got his first goal yesterday as well. So hopefully that will give him the confidence now to go and kick on. But yeah, we just missed definitely Martinelli's pace, in my opinion. When that game started, I think we needed someone to run at their defence, and Martinelli was going to do that, and he did do that. That's why we miss Saka so much, because we know how Saka runs out the defence, takes players on, whereas someone like, obviously, Trossard is quality with his feet. But in terms of pace, I think Martinelli's better in terms of running at defenders and using his pace to, take them on. So similar with Jesus on the win, that's why I didn't like him on the win, because although I don't think he had the worst game, although I don't think he had a bad game, Jesus, I think he's so much suited down the middle as a main striker. But yeah.
In that half as well, not just bringing him on a few minutes to go.
Yeah.
I was really, really brave of him. Trossard, I love Trossard, but I didn't think he was really getting too much into the game. But you could see the levels absolutely lifted when Martinelli had come on. And I know it was a bit fluky. Listen, I'm a massive threat.
Because of his pace.
Massive threat. And I don't care that it was fluky that when it hit someone out. Yeah, you take it. You take those. And big up the substitutions today, because Tomiyasu, so important. Yeah. Won that aerial threat. Kai Havertz. Fair play to you. I'm not a huge fan, Rob. I can't sit there and lie to you. From what I've seen so far, I think he needs to do more. But he's got the assist today. He held the ball up well, and he's laid it off. Yeah, and Martinelli, fair play. Because for me, I look at Martinelli. I said this a few weeks back. I think we've got the best left winger in the league, and I stand by it. I've got Rince for it. Mitoma's better. Grealish is better. Rashford's better. I haven't seen them turn up. I keep seeing this kid turn up. This guy, for me, the last few weeks being out, we've missed him massively. And when he went down against Everton, I thought, it's a shame. We've got some big games coming up. I need him. And we proved why he needs to be there tonight, man. But listen, I've just been told that Haaland got 0.0 XG today. Didn't get a sniff. Did not get a sniff. I mentioned it before. And this, to be honest, I can't stop bigging up William Saliba. I can't. I have to big up Gabriel on the same light, because he gets sometimes underappreciated for how good he's been. Yeah. I think Lee was saying about a Range Rover and a Rolls Royce. I kind of get what he means there. You've got one who's ball playing and calm. The other one's a monster, and he'll absolutely have you. And
Rolls Royce and Bentley. That was my comparison for Gabriel Saliba. But yeah, 100% agree with Dan. I'm gonna address it more tonight in my podcast. But yeah, because I've made a whole section about Gabriel and Saliba. But guys, I keep saying one's a Rolls Royce Saliba, and the other one's a Bentley or a Lamborghini Urus, or whatever you want to call them, man. But yeah, they're two rock solid centre backs. They have definitely two of the best centre backs as a partnership in the Premier League, 100% there. I'm gonna quickly go through you guys' comments quickly, and then I'll go to the next interview. I'm buzzing Man City lost. Big up to Jordan. Big up to Luca as well. Big up to Arsenal Adventure. Big up Josh. We need to beat Paul at Anfield. Yeah, that'll be the biggest test this season, man, for sure. Big up to Ella in the chat. Rice, baby. You already know. Pandora advert. Yeah, I know. Pandora. Everyone's happy in the chat. That's good to see. Who actually likes Man City, huh? Trossard is not going to be involved in Belgium. Oh, he's injured as well. Jesus, man. He's got a hamstring injury. Hopefully he'll be back for the game against Chelsea. But I personally think we should go with Martinelli for Chelsea anyway. And I love Trossard a lot. I'm a big fan of Trossard, but he's not been on it recently. Anyway, let's get to the next one. We've got Lee Judges, as always. Big up to Judges, man. Big up to Lee Judges.
Congrats. See you on Monday.
Let's do this.
First job, fantastic, lad.
Great performance today. Great performance by the team. I mean, that was a real game of chess, that was, wasn't it?
Arsenal 1, Corrupt City 0. It's unbelievably fantastic. Listen, they should have been down to 10.
Big up judges, man.
Unbelievable. Right? Tell me the difference between that tackle and the one Liverpool last week. There ain't, apart from the Liverpool one touch the ball, he did. Scandalous decision. But at the end of the day, okay, you let that go, and then 2 or 3 minutes later, he does another one on Declan Rice.
The same.
4 or 5 weeks ago at Crystal Palace. Couldn't wait to see Tommy Asu off. Don't tell me that things are not right in this world of refereeing like that, because that's shocking. But all of that, jokes aside, fantastic performance. Second half, listen, I'm going to say it now. I was a little bit down when I see the team sheet, but I'm going to say this now. Mikel Arteta, you got everything spot on today. Every spot on today. So I'm going to say now, he knows much better than me, you, Julian, and anybody like that. The man knows it like that.
Jorginho on in midfield.
Jorginho,
he played excellent, didn't he?
He was outstanding in there. And tell you what made that even better was that he played well for 70 minutes and he brought on Partey, who then just dominated from then on. Absolutely sensational substitutions. You know what I mean? Martinelli for Trossard. Listen, we have missed Martinelli so much, because you have a look at Walker in that first half. He could have got a blanket out and had a picnic. Second half, he was like under the cosh from his pace, his intelligence, and like he was sensational. Listen, a little bit of a fluke on the goal, but you know what? Who cares? Who cares?
When you stay in the game, which we did right against Manchester City, you've got to stay in the game, right? And you defend as well as we did, and then you get your chance to get shots off.
Listen, I don't care what anybody says today. That was a proper game of football. That is a proper game of football. High quality, tactics, 2 teams filling each other out in the first 25 minutes and all that. That we have missed that, Robbie, because that is top high class performances of 2 football teams going at it. We haven't had that since the days of Manchester United. And I'll be honest, last season they were probably like a little bit above us and all that, like, you know, in sort of quite quality. But this season now, we have now bridged a little bit of a gap, like, you know, and that, you can see that today. I'm going to say this now. People have been criticising Kai Havertz, and rightly so. When he come on in that half hour, made a difference. And that, you know what I mean? Like, people will ask, and I quite rightly get it. And
yeah, guys, 100% agree with what Lee's saying about Havertz. Yeah, like, yeah, look, we all know it's Kai Havertz. Like, we criticised him fairly so, but you also got to give credit where credit's due, and you got to sit there and say fair play. You know, when he proved you wrong, which he did, definitely prove you wrong. When he came off the bench, he made an impact as well. Played really well when he came off the bench. Actually, as a striker as well, by the way. He wasn't in the deep midfielder role. He was playing as a striker when he came on. So, yeah, you know, you got to say fair play and give credit where credit's due. You know, you're always entitled to criticism. Of course you are, man. You always don't let anyone tell you can criticize. You're allowed to criticize your players. At the same time, you got to give it on a level as well where they play well. You know, you give them praise, give them credit where credit's due in it. But Havertz came on, he played really, really well. So let's hope he continues it.
I understand it. Why are you not playing a big signing in a massive game like that? But he contributed at the end of it, like, you know. And I have to say, that is why you pay £105 million, by the way. That is why. You know what I mean? Like, you know, and he was outstanding. Don't remember that tackle in the second half. He gets back the mark. The boy has not only got ability, he's not only got the football awareness, he's got the body to get around the pitch as well. Like, you know what I mean? Listen, him, Partey and Odegaard, if they stay fit, we've got very, very good chance of doing really, really well in the side like that. Yeah, listen, Gabriel, I'm going to have to say that, you know what I mean? He gets you know, Saliba gets the credit, and I get all of that there today. But that boy there today, or man, whatever you want to call him, was absolutely immense today. Absolutely.
Like, one's a Rolls Royce, the other one's a fighter. And you know what I mean? He did bring the fight. He did bring the fight, didn't he?
Well, one's a Rolls Royce, sponsor Range Rover, whatever one you want, whatever one you want. I'm taking every day, like, you know what I mean? At the end, you know, if your mum and dad said to you, you want to have a Range Rover or a Rolls Royce, you ain't gonna argue about it, like, you know. But that was brilliant. Listen, I was going to say this about Mikel as well. I don't care what anybody says. Taking off Zinchenko at that moment in time, bringing on Tomiyasu was another master. Everything he done today was absolute class today. You know, it's a substitution. Let's say, do you know when we went to Lons? And the problem is, and you can never go up Mikel this and that. And all. When the substitutes come on against Lons, they did not perform. Right? They didn't make a contribution. Every single one of them today that come off the bench today made a contribution, and that is a difference between winning and losing games, Robbie. It ain't all about the starting 11. It's about the squad and those 11 players and the ones that come on the bench.
100% agree with Lee there, guys. Like, once again, when I did my podcast, 7 p.m, guys, stay tuned for that. We're talking about Arteta. It was an absolute masterclass for him. The subs were on point. Everything was on point with Arteta yesterday, man. He got everything spot on. Literally outclassed, out-tactic Pep Guardiola as well. Everything went right for him, you know, and I'm going to touch on him a lot when I do my podcast. 7 p.m, guys, stay tuned for that. But yeah, big up Lee Judges, man. Again, another one I've got to get on the channel one day, guys. Like, it'll be sick, innit? Lee Judges in TG collab, you know what I mean? But yeah, big up Lee Judges, man. All right, next up. Let's move on. More adverts. Big up the chat as well. Big up to Geordie. Big up to you, bro. Saka being held for ransom by Southgate. Mate, I thought he left. I thought he's not going to international break or something. Yeah, and Saliba is in as well. So yeah, there we go.
Hi, Rob's AFTV. I've got Tammy with me. We've just been to Man City.
I can't lie, shoot game, guys. I can't lie.
Some subs done at the right time. All three of them contributed to the goal that won us the game. How big of a win for Arsenal is this, though, Tammy?
I mean, it's absolutely massive, especially given what happened last season. I think this is going to give us the confidence we need for the rest of the season. I think we all went into it kind of intimidated by City. We're at home. Like, why are we scared to play? I know they're a great side, but we beat them without like our strongest 11. And that doesn't say it all. Like, that has hopefully given all the players and Arteta and the fans the confidence boost we need to like believe in ourselves. Like, we can win this season.
I know it's early on in the season, but you're right in what you said there. It's not a full strength side, and we're just beating the treble winners. For you as a fan, going forward, are you now saying we're going to be in that conversation again for challenge and for the title? Do you genuinely believe that now with that performance there from the boys?
I feel like I've never not.
Okay.
I genuinely do think like this is our season to do it. And I've said this time and time again on the watch alongs. I don't think we've still yet won a game convincingly. I think we played really well today, but I still feel like we've got so much more to give. So if that is just...
You know what, Chance makes a good point, guys. Chance makes a very good point. This season, we still have, like, performance-wise, we've been getting results, though, which that's the football's results business, and that's what matters, you know. I don't care if we play shit, but if we win the league after the end of it, then we win the league, and I don't care. If we get, you know, we get the results, you get the results. But she makes a good point, you know. I think performance-wise, we haven't been that convincing still. Like, compare this to last season. Last season, obviously, we lost early on, didn't we, to Man United? About 6-7 games in, or however many games it was in. But performance-wise, was superb. We was ripping teams apart. And but that resulted in us winning nothing. So if we play shit, but win trophies and win the league title this season, I'm not going to complain one bit. So yeah.
Just giving us an insight, you know, beating City at home without our starting 11, like the conversations we're having now going forward, I think we've earned our respect. I think City fans can sit down now. And I think, yeah, like we've earned the right to have those conversations and really like earn our right to discuss winning league.
Do you know what? You make a good point there that you're waiting for like a dominant performance from Arsenal. And listen, we beat Bournemouth quite comfortably, but I know what you're saying. We haven't really seen like an iteration from the Arsenal side. Even though when you watch it, you think it's in there, but we haven't seen it. What do you think that's? Do you think that's because, you know, we haven't had a fully fit Arsenal side? Or is it just we haven't got the rhythm yet from Arsenal?
I think it's a lot of different things, and I think just today was a really good example of what we were missing in that. Like, the players work great. The way they went on that pitch, you could see it in their heart, you could see the passion. I feel like that was the first time we've actually seen that this season. And I said it in the watch along, I feel like a lot of players who don't generally get to start were proving a point.
True.
Like, they wanted to earn their place there. So I feel like it's a combination of like not having.
Yeah, I agree. I want to see the comments quickly, see what people were saying. Let's take a look at the comments, guys. She knows ball. Yeah, she does know ball, guys. I can't lie. Maybe I should get on my channel as well, guys. It's got to be done, innit? It's got to be done. Cecil and Tambio are actually things we love to see, mate. It's got to be done, guys. Yeah, no, honestly, with all due respect, like she actually knows ball. Like I gotta get on the channel, guys. Anyway, let's move on. Next interview, we've got Guna Lee. Bloody adverts, man! Come on. You know, it's the one that you can't skip as well. They're the most annoying ones. It's the ones you can't skip, the most annoying ones.
Hi, welcome to AFTV. I've got Guna Lee with me. We've just beaten Man City 1-0 at the Emirates. And me and you, my energy was a bit left before. And listen, we're going off what we've seen in the past of Man City and what they've done and the record against us. Today, none of that came to fruition. Arsenal were superb when it came to being professional and getting the job done. 1-0 to the Arsenal league.
Listen, man, I'm going to talk about so many things in this bloody.
Let's run this.
But for me, firstly, look, I'm muddied. But if I'm wrong with any sort of pre-match prediction, I don't mind. I don't care.
Let it be like this. Let it be this.
Ultimately, we won. Yeah. Now, obviously, I came into the game. I was very, very apprehensive. I was a little bit low, defeated because we had injuries. But partly it's because I was sort of thinking that Saka's going to play. Like Arteta made it seem like Saka's going to play. So obviously, for me, I'm sitting there thinking that I'm going to see an excellent player play. But listen, we came in. I didn't really think that we was going to win the game, but we came in and we outworked them. Hard work, dedication, and passion in that team. And they showed me something. I was moved by that. And listen, I saw the stats. I think it was 0.0% or so 0.0 on XG for Haaland. Listen, Saliba, I don't know what more to say, but more so Declan Rice. I think Declan Rice was absolutely excellent in that game. I think the way that he really carried that midfield, and you pay 105 million or 100 million, 5 million plus add-ons for a player, and you want to see them make a difference, and he made a difference. He was the difference maker, along with one of the other star boys. We talk about Saka like he is the godchild, and he is, but Martinelli showed up and showed out, and these are the things that we want.
Does he get disrespected? Because a lot of people talk about Trossard and say, Martinelli should be, Trossard's come in and done well at times, but when Martinelli's there, I don't know what it is. He brings something. So you're right. I think it's disrespected a little bit. Though.
Do you know what? I feel like we need to stop thinking about just certain players as being a star, because it's all about rotation.
Yeah.
Trossard might be better for one game. Martinelli might be better. And look, I think even the quotes that Arteta coming out saying today that the reason why Trossard came off was because he was injured. And Martinelli said he wanted to step up, and he said he was ready. And the physios went, he went against the physios because Martinelli put himself forward to play and for the team. Hard work, passion, dedication. He didn't look like he missed a beat, and he's been out for 3-4 games. So listen, man, there's something really special in his team, and we have to go for it this season. We have to really, really battle and challenge, and we've got the monkey off our back now. We've got the monkey off our back, and I can't be proud of the boys.
What did it do for Arsenal, though? You say the monkey's off our back. And I know you're one of the fans aren't going to go over the top and say, we're going to go in the league, but they are the treble winners. They are the best team. Let's be real, they're the best team in the world coming to this season. They've got Pep. They've been superb. They're mad. They're big side. What we've just done here, what is it for you as a fan? What does it say? We'll be back up there challenging. Do you see positives from this?
I think 100%. Look, I think when you look at it, the team we faced today, Man City, their injury crisis they had, I really didn't see much. I mean, I know.
Talking about that question, do you think we'll be up there challenging? 100%. I think we'll be back up there challenging, guys. I mean, we have to. There's like no other. There's no other. What's the word? There's no other way to go this season apart from challenging for this league title and competing in everything. We spent the money now. we challenged last season. We should have won the league last season. So we have to do the same again. That is, that is non-negotiable, So, yeah. Look, I'm confident we can go all the way once again. Like we were last season when we were 93% above Man City. But it's going to come down to that wire, man. It's going to come down to, for me, the January window. I think when it comes down to the January window, players like Ivan Toney need to come in. Pedro Neto needs to come in. Maybe another defender needs to come in just to improve our squad to a lot more. And then I'll sit there and say, it definitely gives me a lot more confidence saying, yeah, we can go all the way. But 100% that's the minimal this season is to challenge for the league title, guys. That is got to be the minimal standard for. Otherwise, if we win nothing and finish second again, there's not progress, isn't it? There's just no progress whatsoever. So yeah.
De Bruyne was there, but we really handled them, and they could bring on Doku, they could bring on Nunes, they could bring on John Stones. Like, look how good he is. So I think more so it just shows that we can challenge against these top teams, and we're unbeaten, as everyone's going to keep saying. We're unbeaten in the Premier League. We've dropped 2 home games against Fulham, respectively, and Spurs as well. So obviously that's a little bit annoying, but ultimately we're a very, very good team. Like, we're a very good team, and we've got a lot of players. And I think the last thing I'm going to mention is Jesus today. I think he went up against his old team today. You saw at the end of the game, he was absolutely dead on his feet, trying to get off that pitch because he worked so hard. And I think, you know what, it just showed a different mentality. And I said it on the watch along.
Yeah, I mean, what I say with Jesus is, I noticed him obviously on that win defend a lot more. It was really helping Ben White defensively as well, which I really liked. But again, I don't really like him to win, but I prefer him to do. I prefer him as a main striker personally, guys. But all right, next up, we're finally, guys. He's in the chat right now. We got Luca AFC. Luca AFC. I've not actually watched it because I didn't get a chance to Luca. Because I finished late last night and I think I went straight to bed. So I never got a chance to watch this. But yes,
about
I will
buying
hit a like
solar
you, man.
panels, don't. The UK government will help cover a large portion of the cost if you.
So, hello everyone, and today we're live on YouTube, and I do apologise that I'm late. I was down the roads earlier, which means it's a pub. I was down there earlier, and
guys, Luca's down the pub getting pissed, wasn't he?
Really apologise about. I know you guys were waiting me to get my thoughts on the match reaction, but I really, really apologise that I was an hour and a half late or so. Normally, I go live after the game. I should be finished by now, but we're live on the channel. It's the first stream we've done within nearly a week. It's the first stream we've done within nearly a week. But I can't believe this. For once, for the love of mankind. Yesterday, I said I hated football. Today, I love football. Arsenal, we have just gone and beaten the champions for the first time in 8 years. 8 years we have gone and beaten the champions Manchester City. And I'm telling you now, people, right, we have gone and beaten Manchester City. I know there's no World War III happening, people, but you need to share the stream, my friend, and get 100 people watching. But Arsenal now gone and beaten. We have beaten Manchester City 1-0 today. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it that we have gone and beaten.
Neither can I, Luca, bro.
City.
Neither can
Arsenal are 1-0 winners. Let's get 100 people watching, not 2, not 3, not 4. This is a big statement game. We have just gone and beaten Man City for the first time in 8 years. Let's get 100 people watching. No excuses from anyone in this Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, EFL vloggers. Let's get 100 people watching. Share the stream, and it can be done. Arsenal.
No, guys, that is Luca's. No, I'm sorry. That is Luca's typical phrase, isn't it? That is what every time you guys listen to Luca, that is his typical phrase. Yeah, let's get 100 people watching, not 2. It can be done. That is his typical phrase, man. Big up to Luca.
We're just gonna beat a Man City 1-0, and I'll tell you what, right? When I looked at that Arsenal lineup, right, I wasn't happy with the lineup. I wasn't happy with the lineup because Jorginho starting the game in a game like this against Manchester City, I was thinking, why are you starting a player like that? Where was Mikel thinking just because Jorginho hasn't gone to the international break? Is that what it is? You know what I'm saying? Is that the reason why we look at it right now thinking, now we've gone to beat a Man City? The Man City fake citizens, right? Shut up. Because we slapped Man City
you tell them, Luca.
First time in 8 years, right? And it's about time. And I'm not going to lie, despite I did criticise Mikel Arteta's lineup today, he fucking got it spot on today. He got it spot on today because, quite frankly, he shut myself up. And it teaches people like me to shut up for once, right? He proved me wrong. Arteta today got the tactics right. And we are gonna get into, of course, into the Arsenal starting 11, and then we're gonna get our thoughts on the game. But the Arsenal lineup, which did take place, was David Raya in goal, Ben White, Saliba, Gabriel, Zinchenko, Declan Rice, Jorginho, Martin Odegaard, Trossard, Jesus, and Eddie Nketiah. The substitutions were Ramsdale, Tomiyasu, Kivior, Partey, Smith Rowe, Vieira, Nelson, Martinelli, and Kai Havertz. For me, I look at it right now, I wasn't happy with that Arsenal 11. I wasn't happy with that Arsenal 11.
I think for me, the 11 wasn't that bad. Like, the back four was solid. Rice and Jorginho, I didn't mind because I know Jorginho made that mistake against Tottenham, but he's experienced. And I guess you could have gone with Partey. It was either him or Partey, or it was either him, Partey, or Havertz. Partey came off the bench, didn't he? So I would have gone with Partey over him, but I didn't mind Jorginho in that lineup. Like, the only thing I had an issue with the lineup was Jesus and Nketiah. Like, Nketiah should have been dropped ages ago. He should be dropped. He should not be playing. He's not good enough for us football club. I would have gone with Jesus down the middle, and I would have gone with someone like Reece Nelson on the right-hand side. But, yeah.
Because I'm thinking in a game like this where you start Jorginho in a game like that, I'm thinking, right, Partey's surely got to be fit. Surely he isn't 100% fit. But Arteta got it right today. And let's get into the performance before I waffle. The first half, I think we were poor in the first half. How did Kovacic not get sent off? I really don't know. Kovacic, for me, should have been sent off. That referee, Michael Oliver, should be looking at that. Kovacic, for me, was on a second bookable yellow offence, and VAR is an absolutely joke, right? And I would not be surprised if they overturn that. Kovacic, for me, right, should have been sent off. How on earth, for that tackle on Martin Odegaard, it was not clear obvious. That should have been a red card. The referee was poor today. Not going to lie. But the performance in the first half, I think people could say that Jorginho was brilliant, but this fan base had this love fest and say, targeting on my back, saying, Luca, what the fuck are you watching? Right? Jorginho had a good game. In the second half...
Hey, Luca, why are you coming for me, bro?
Half, he was shocking.
Luca, why are you coming for me? Why are you coming for me? Luca. Jorginho was very good in the first half, in my opinion. He was one of our best players in the first half. What did he do wrong? He was dictating the play really well alongside Declan Rice. He didn't put a foot wrong in the first half. So I completely disagree with what you said about Jorginho in the first half. I think he was excellent throughout the game. Honestly, what did he do wrong in the first half? He was dictating the play really well in the first half, alongside with Declan Rice. People say, Declan Rice carried him. Cool. That's what I expect a £105 million signing to do. Yeah, he's the main guy in the midfield. Cool. But Jorginho went under the radar, I think. And he played really well. What did he actually do wrong? He kept it simple, yeah, but he still looked good. He still played well. So, yeah, Luca. I don't know why you're calling me out, Luca, bro. I didn't say anything about you didn't watch the game. That was Saliba AFC. I don't know where Saliba is today. I don't know. Maybe Saliba's hiding. I don't know where Saliba AFC is. But that was him who said that, not me. So, yeah.
Right? The first half, he was too slow. He wasn't really building up to the play. He made some good passes in that, but he was very slow. And I was thinking...
Nah, I'm sorry. I disagree completely, man. I disagree completely.
Right, okay. Let's see what he can do in the second half. Then when the second half came, before we do touch on the second half, I want to say in the first half, David Raya's distribution. And remember I said this in my match reaction last Tuesday, just gone against Lens. People question, right, David Raya and Aaron Ramsdale, who's going to be the number one goalkeeper. But this fan base was saying, right, before the Everton game a few weeks ago, right, nobody wasn't talking about David Raya.
No, it lagged. What's going on? Is it lagged? No, it hasn't. It's an advert. Would you believe it? It's a bloody advert. Luca, ad revenue, bro. Come on.
An hour this week. You can learn 100 songs on the piano by learning just
Can
four
I
chords.
learn
These.
100 songs on piano? Wow.
People to talk about is Raya's feet. Is David Raya good? Is he a shot stopper? Well, you having a comparison where looking at Manchester United's Onana. Onana's fucking wank, right? He's good with his feet, but shot stopping, he's like a League Two goalkeeper, right?
League
so
Two.
quite frankly,
MK Don's goalkeeper.
David Raya has not. Look, I like Raya. I like Ramsdale. We have two good goalkeepers at the football club, and at a football club, you're supposed to have two good goalkeepers, right? But David Raya today was a bit nervous in that first half, but he made up for it in the second half. He got the clean sheet, but he was very lucky on Julian Alves' situation. Julian Alves.
That is what I do agree with there, Luca. You know, David Raya was very shaky in the first half. You saw the Alvarez situation. You saw with when he, I noticed as well, when he comes for crosses, he usually uses his hands and usually claims it like really well. But he came out like Superman and completely missed them half the time. So that was in the first half. I thought he made up for it in the second half, though. But I do agree with you there.
Right? Could have scored that, and that could have been 1-0 City. I think now let's go into the second half. Second half, Arteta got it spot on. And I said at halftime, 0-0, was I confident going into that game? Only if he made the substitutions. And then why I was frustrated with the lineup, because I thought Eddie Nketiah was poor today.
Yeah,
he
I agree.
was shocking today, right?
Yeah.
But this fan base was saying to me on Twitter, Lucas, shut the fuck up and watch the game, right? Eddie Nketiah did something good. No, he did not. He was wank. He was crap today. He barely had a shot. Eddie was poor today, right? What did he do? What did he offer? He didn't do nothing. But the second half, Arteta, for me, he changed the game and he got it right. Martinelli was my man of the match. And players who I can go through any individual, right? I think Saliba, Gabriel, Rice, Jorginho stepped up in the second half. And who else? Maybe Gabriel Jesus. I did think at times Gabriel Jesus did kind of struggle on that right-hand side at times. But his work rate was brilliant. He managed to dug in every single time when Man City had the likes of Rico Lewis in the middle of the park in the midfield. Jesus dug in. Jesus managed to grab them down. Jesus managed to tackle. And that's what we like about Gabriel. Yes, he's not a goal scorer, but his work rate kind of reminds me of like when we had Alexis Sanchez at the football club, right? His work rate digs in and all that. I'm not a fan of Gabriel Jesus playing on the right. Yes, he wasn't really. Is he really a main striker? No, he's a winger. But I like.
No, neither. Look, I agree with Luca. I just want to go back to the bit where you said about Eddie Nketiah. That actually made me die. Where was it?
Of like when we had Alexis Sanchez at the football club. But he's tackled. And Jesus dug in. When Man, his work rate was Gabriel Jesus did kind of well. Maybe
Where is it? Where is it?
Gabriel Jesus, Jorginho had a shot. He barely had a shot.
Wait.
Was shocking today, right? But this fan base was saying to me on Twitter, Lucas, shut the fuck up and watch the game, right? Eddie Nketiah is doing something good. No, he did not. He was wank. Eddie was crap today.
Wait, why is
he barely had a shot? Funny, he barely had a shot. Eddie was poor today, right?
Big up to Luca, man.
What did he do? What did he offer?
Big up to Luca, guys. Go and give him a sub. If you haven't already. Go and give him a sub. That's it. Is there anyone else who want me to react to, guys? Let me know. If not, I'm getting myself out of it, guys. I'm back again, 7 p.m. Yeah, 7 p.m. today for the TG podcast. Stay tuned for that, guys. TG podcast, 7 p.m. Literally like 3 hours away. So yeah, 3 hours, guys. 7 p.m. TG podcast. We're going to be talking about this whole entire game once again. I have a few guests on the panel as always. We'll talk about Saliba and Gabriel. Talk about Arteta and all that stuff about the game, guys. So you don't want to miss it. It's me lit. Even if you come in and put a comment in or smash the like button, I really appreciate it a lot, guys. So yeah, thanks for tuning in today as always. Appreciate everyone as always. Absolute legends. Thanks for the support recently as well, man. It's been amazing. So really, I really can't thank you guys enough. And yeah, I'll see you guys later today, 7 p.m. for my podcast. So yeah, ciao guys. I'm out of here, and enjoy the rest of your day. See you guys at 7. Ciao guys. Come on the Gunners.